parents were entrepreneurs, and my mother had her own ballet school, and I always saw the passion that she brought to her work, the almost internal light that it turned on with her, the excitement and the sense of being able to build something. And I think that put something very deep inside of me that I thought that would be amazing to be able to do. I remember my very first job interview ever was already in the pharmaceutical industry. Someone asked, "Whose job do you want?" And it was the CEO of a smaller company, and I said, "Well, your job," because I think it would be amazing to be working with a fairly small group of people trying to achieve something together, to achieve a business goal, and to have very varied areas in which to work. I don't think I've ever been a specialist in one area, but I do love looking at the whole and trying to figure out what are the hurdles that we need to overcome, what are the bottlenecks and the rocks in the river that need to be removed. So when we started looking at setting up a business, it was actually on the back of being employed for very many years and having amazing experience. And actually my first job was able to be an entrepreneur within a company. I was allowed to build and play and try new things. And when I found myself actually in between jobs, and Sabina gave me a call and said, "Oh, I would love to build something with you," it actually just somehow came together. It was really being at the helm of the ship, being able to decide where we go left to that opportunity or to right, and together with a team to see if we could achieve goals that we hadn't imagined possible. Sabina and I actually came up with a business idea because of our past experience. So we had a large network in pharmaceutical, biotech, and suppliers, and we had been very involved in outsourcing processes, in the case that we'd been selling clinical services. And we saw the issues that sponsors had with selecting. We saw them struggling with the smoke and mirrors of sales. We saw them struggling with formulating what they actually needed. And we saw that as an industry, outsourcing is growing. As a need from sponsors, and suppliers need that business. So we figured if we positioned ourselves in there and really tried to solve the age-old problem, how do we outsource more effectively, that we would have a great business. And if we could even start to chip away at that, that would be amazing. I think it's a two-way street. It's on the one hand, the lack of patience that I have. It's my own challenge, is that I always am too optimistic in planning. I think that things will happen more quickly. I think that revenue will come more quickly. I think that clients will make quicker decisions. I have over expectations of that. And on the one hand, that drives speed and it drives change and it drives forward. But it's at the same time one of the things I struggle with the most in terms of planning and expectations is that, oh, good idea, and I expect us to be able to do it tomorrow, but things take time. You're changing the way that people are doing things, and that just takes more time than I ever expected. My vision for the future is really to be able to accelerate the growth of mainly life science companies, but companies in general, because of our expertise in different areas of the business. So we work together with a lot of scientists. We work together with a lot of entrepreneurs, but who have a very specific expertise and who do not understand the importance of building a sustainable business with HR and processes and recruitment, with procurement and outsourcing, with their marketing and branding, and with their training, that they are as essential as the core service or product you're trying to sell. And the fact that we are able to help companies accelerate that growth, that's my vision of the future, that we start with companies when they're small and learning and growing, and we continue with them throughout their growth. So feel also a sense of pride around what they've achieved, so that Seuss and the family are household names as partners for their growth throughout the years.